right, got another game tonight. Hope everybody had a good day like we did yesterday. We're going to go over our top plays, pay-ups, value plays here in a second. But before we get to that, let's just go over how successful yesterday was. Fantastic day of playing DraftKings yesterday. Our articles were spot on. You really want to subscribe to this website, and if you do, read our recap of a big day. This goes over the exact contests we like to play, why we play them, why we built the lineups the way we did. We had $1,000 profit right here on this using this formula. We have a specific formula on a specific contest that we have turned a $250 profit not even 3 years ago up to almost $60,000 now. So this has been very, very lucrative for us. And just to show you guys, if you've been following us for the whole football season, our account right here was at 20-something hundred. You can go back and look at our videos, look at our YouTube, and we're already over 13,000. It's just been a couple of weeks, guys. This formula works. This is really our thing. But let's go over what we also play. This isn't where we win a lot of our money. We do have an advantage here, but it's not a big one. But let's just discuss. So, for instance, this was free yesterday. Same thing as what you're about to see for tonight's game. Our top plays to the early London game, and we ended up hitting this really good. Matt Ryan played well. Wilson played okay, and Pitts was our number one play on the board, and he had a career day. We put him in the captain, nothing to it. Now, where we were wrong was we liked Zacchaeus. He was okay. I mean, he was only, I think it was $1,400, where the actual better play was Tajay Sharp. But either way, you can't get them all right. We like Carter. He scored. We like Patterson. He was super involved in the offense. We like Crowder. He was there. So if you played our top plays here, Moore was a fade. All of our fades were correct, I believe. I don't know if I don't think Mims scored, but this really did well. Our full slate Sunday, the classic slate, where you get to pick and choose from all of the games. Make sure to read this. It's free. It went over our top plays and who we played. Trey Lance was okay. He was a cheap quarterback, and he had a fine game, a lot of rushing upside. If you played Murray, he struggled. Our running backs just crushed it. Henry, 2 TDs. Harris, career day. Fournette, TD. We came and said, make sure to play Madison. Dalvin Cook's out. Big day. Devontae Adams. I don't know if it was a career day for him. He's had so many, but over 200 yards and for sure 1 TD. I can't remember, maybe 2. AB, monster day. Beckham busted. I don't remember Samuel as I didn't play him. Tony, career day. Probably the best day he'll ever have. Galladay would have had a fine day, but he got hurt. Can't predict the injuries. Ricky Seals Jr., monster day. Waller had a bad day, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he scored. Tampa D won. I didn't look at the points. We ended up playing the Washington D against the Saints. They lost the game, but they did fine. They were only 2,300. I want to say they put up 6 points. So, look, this is our lineup right here. We were 1 or 2 players away from an optimal lineup, which means you have a chance to win $1 million, which we don't play. We did play a $12 single entry, came in 9th out of 294. 1 play away from taking that down, but we, like I said, small tourneys, double ups, look for overlay. I usually don't have much overlay on the classic, but we always play some double ups. There is some edge to this, but where the real edge is at, guys, is right here. If you subscribe to our channel, this is where we make all our money. The follow the formulas. Anywhere we say follow the formula article, follow the formula. On Sunday, it's this right here where it's all of the games. This is where we make the money right here. So let's talk about tonight. Our free article here. Got our pay-ups, value plays, and fades. Our favorites are in bold. biggest thing right here, just tell you guys, the third wide receiver in Baltimore, and that's always one of the trickiest things. They got a rookie first-round pick named Bateman, who we will know by 4 o'clock if he's active or not. If he's active, he's a great punt. Might get a 0, but he's going to be on the field. He's electric. They're not going to activate him for nothing. They're going to at least try to get him a few targets. And he's super cheap. I forget. We'll see in a second exactly. He's a couple $100. That'll make you be able to fit Lamar and the captain, which is all we're talking about here is safe builds. We're just going to attack small tournaments again and double ups. If you're looking for real risky, tricky builds to hit a big one, make sure to go check out our guys at Occupy Fantasy, as you see in the article above. But this is how we like to do it, and let's start making a build right here. So we like to play double ups. Let's just find us a double up right here, $5 double up. Right off the top, we go on Lamar and the captain. We love Michael Pittman. The Baltimore running game, so the best running teams in the NFL, you can go with Murray. I'm fine with it. He's high. And if Lev Bell ends up getting into a split, this is a mess. It's just one of them unknowns, and that's why we talk about playing our formula and reading that article, because it'll tell you how to get away from these unknowns. We love Mark Andrews. All right, Sammy Watkins we like a lot if the Bateman guy is gone. If Bateman's not active, we like Watkins a lot. But let's go ahead and put Bateman in. We have a feeling he's going to be active. Let me read this right here. All right, so it's saying he may make his pro debut tonight. So we just got to watch it. Looks like Harbaugh thinks he's going to play. So at $200, at $200, if this guy plays, fit him in there. If he gets a 0, so be it. It's going to make us fit more to stars in there, whether you want to go Wentz or Taylor. I think Wentz is safer. What's that leave us? 5,100. Mo Alley Cox is fine. Duvernay's out if Bateman's in. I'm not saying he's not. He can get there. He could have a miraculous catch, but it's just going to muddy the water. So that 3 receiver, you're basically getting a 3 receiver possibility at $200 or $4,800. So, I would probably just go. Yeah, we're not in love with Mo Alley Cox. He's TD or bust, but he fits right there. You could come off a Wentz if you wanted. Maybe play another receiver, whether it's Pascal. See here. Oh, we like Hines a lot because we do feel like they're going to be trailing, and that's the receiving back. So if you go Hines, that puts you in kind of no man's land. But you could come off of Pittman. You know, if we do play Bateman, I'm sorry, I don't want to come off of Pittman. I really do like Andrews a lot too. But you could play Hollywood Brown, who's overpriced, but now we have value with Bateman, but it puts us right back on Mo Alley Cox, which we're not in love with. I do like Justin Tucker a ton. That guy just kicks bombs. And Wentz is probably one of your safer. Quarterbacks are always as safe as it gets. So if we came off of Hines, it puts us at 77. Get you to Lat Murray, who probably will be the lead running back. I'm not coming off of Lamar and the captain. I'm probably not coming off of Pittman. Bateman, we'll just have to see when the news comes. Tucker's great value. I'm not in love with Murray, but if that's what we fall on, it's fine. I'm good getting a Wentz if we get Bateman, because it's just going to give us more value. Now, let's talk about if Bateman's not in. Now I'm more of a fan of Sammy Watkins, Nyheim Hines. Not that they correlate, but Paris Campbell. Was that? Let's just leave this. Let's see here. Let's see here. I mean, if you got a punt with Colts D, it's not horrible. I mean, if the Colts do have a lead, Jackson does struggle from behind. Like, if you can take away the play action pass from them, they really do struggle. This team relies on play action pass, which only is effective if you're winning or in a neutral score. Jack Doyle's a nice value play. We like him a lot. As you can see in the article, Lev Bell's going to be over-owned, in my opinion. This is more of a... I mean, golly, I just don't know what to think of him. I mean, Freeman could get in there, too. We still got to make sure Williams gets ruled out. I'll look at that in a second. Let's see. Really no news. I mean, Bell's sneaky. Bell's definitely sneaky. Let me look at Williams just to make sure I'm not missing something here. What are they saying? All right, so he was inactive last game. I mean, his price went down to $1,200. I don't think he'll be active today, but they're going with more veteran-style running backs with Murray, Bell, Freeman. But something to keep an eye on. Just making sure I'm not missing anybody. If Bateman misses, Prochet's fine at 1,000. You just can't. Duvernay's just too much at 4,800. So Prochet and Duvernay, they rotate. You go with Prochet at 1,000. We're gonna need to find us a punt or value here because we're not coming off of Lamar and the captain. And I think Wentz is safe. Paris Campbell at 3,800 is perfectly fine. You can go double kicker. Even 500. Not in love with that, but it's not terrible. If you feel like Baltimore is going to be maybe losing, Jonathan Taylor is a fantastic play. He does not correlate with the Ravens' Dito. Do not play these two together in a safe lineup or definitely any kind of tournament. But that's the gist of it, guys. I just don't want to spend too much time on this because that third receiver in Baltimore is going to really dictate the lineup we build. So Lamar and the captain, Pittman, probably our other favorite play is Mark Andrews. He's due, man. He's due for a good game. Campbell we like. Tucker we like. And that leaves Lat. I could live with that. I mean, this sets up correctly. You know, Vegas thinks that Baltimore is going to be winning, which means Lamar would probably get there. If it's through Hollywood Brown, that's okay. You got Lamar and the captain. And if it goes through Andrews, you definitely cash in. You're going to get extra points and field goals from Tucker. Maybe Lat. You know, this lineup, this is a great little tournament lineup if you think the score is going to be 30-10, 24-10, 34-14. You know, that's trail modes that are passing to Pittman and Campbell. Makes a lot of sense. Let's see if you go to Hines here. Gives you Watkins. I like this. This is good. I like this a lot. If Bateman's out, it just doesn't muddy the waters for Watkins. Watkins has been highly involved with this offense at 5,800. It's just going to be hard to captain Lamar and get to Hollywood Brown. You're going to have to play some of the secondary pass catchers, in my opinion. So remember, let's see what Bateman does. That's going to justify. We're going to go with a super punt at a $200 player. Or let me check it one more time. How much is he? Yeah, $200 player. That guy, he's kind of the key to the double ups tonight. So make sure, good luck tonight. But guys, I'm telling you, if you subscribe to us, this is why we put this up for free, the top plays. This is throwing darts. This right here, the formula, this is where the money's made. So subscribe to Ceiling versus Floor, get in on the action, let's turn some profits.